What was he thinking about you today? But first, let's have a look. Who is he? I would say that potentially he's an earth sign, so that's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but not necessarily. He might have certain earth sign qualities in his personality. He's someone who is very stable, very reliable, someone who really values his career, his ambitions. He also really likes to take care of his appearance, and he really puts a lot of significance into how he presents himself to the outside world. I would also say that he really likes money and material possessions, as they give him some sort of emotional stability. He also really likes to go out and to spend time with other people. He really values his emotional connection with others, and I would say that he also sometimes struggles to be by himself. He thinks that you are very kind, very engaging, very passionate, and someone who is, very, very determined and ambitious at the same time. Like, he thinks that you have, despite all the femininity and like gentle nature, you can also be very firm and you have a lot of goals and plans for your life. He really respects that, and he also thinks that you are a high value woman. He also thinks that you are very hot. You have the strength card here. He really likes how your hair looks specifically, and he thinks that you also kind of like radiate this passionate energy, and he thinks that you are very attractive. He really likes how your body looks. You might also take care of your body quite a lot, and he just thinks that you both kind of have this spark between each other, and there's a lot of tension and a lot of energy. I also like to say that it kind of feels like you might be working together, so you might be studying or working together, or working on the same project as freelancers, or studying at the same short course. So there's something like, like a common goal that is uniting you both. And he feels like there's also a lot of, tension in the workplace or at school, and he kind of likes this. He feels tempted by you quite a lot. He feels like you're seducing him quite a lot. So specifically, he was thinking about your future together, starting something new. So it feels like maybe you both kind of started to get to know each other a little bit better, and he is thinking specifically about potential of this relationship and how it can develop into something different, into something new. And he's actually quite excited because he feels like when you both are together, it's just very fun. Like, he feels like you both can conquer the world together. You can like travel around, just having fun, and being those careless people who are just enjoying their life. And he thinks that when he's with you, he can be, like a child. He can be, those funny prankster person. So you might also like have this like very jokester dynamic between both of you. And he really likes this feeling. He doesn't want to let it go because it's just, it's inspiring him. And I would say that as a person, he can be a little bit practical, a little bit boring, a little bit rigid. And when he's with you, he just feels like he's very fun and he's very engaging, and he really likes this feeling. He was also stalking you on social media quite a lot, so he might be going through your followers list. He might be liking your posts, just looking at your posts, looking at your stories. He was also trying to ask other people about you, so your friends, his friends, just trying to gather some sort of information about you, because he wants to show off in front of you. And he was thinking like, what is the best way to show off? But he was also kind of like cautious at the same time, because he was hurt in the past, and he's trying to start this connection with the correct relationship dynamics, where he is, in this position where he will be respected, where he will be, appreciated for what he does, because it feels like in the past he struggled with he struggled with his boundaries in his previous connection, and he really wants to impress you. He really wants to be your hero. He wants to do something for you, and he's thinking what he could possibly do for you. Maybe, like a present, or maybe, just showcase his talents, his abilities, whatever. He was also thinking that he really likes being together with you, and he feels like you are complementing each other, like you are two halves of the same whole. And he feels like he has strong emotional connection with you. But I would say that at the moment it feels like his feelings are more like light. Like, I would say that this is the beginning of something deeper. Like, he's not fully in love with you, but he feels like he wants to have this connection with you, and he feels like you're just matching each other perfectly. At the same time, he also might be a little bit cold when it comes to his communication via text specifically. Like sometimes he can be a little bit off, and he's doing that on purpose sometimes to kind of test you to see if you care, which is a little bit immature considering that he comes up here as the King of Pentacles. Let me show you. As the King of Pentacles, but he's still kind of being a little bit immature like that. But he's trying to test you, and he actually wants to conquer you, quote unquote, and he wants to show his affection. So although he's testing you, he still wants to, you know, reach out to you, and he wants to be this type of person who is a little bit more dominant partner in the relationship. Okay. Yeah. He's also, you know, very anxious about how your whole situation, your whole connection might be playing out in the workplace specifically, like for some reason. Maybe he's like your boss or something. I don't know. It feels like he cares quite a lot about what other people are going to think in the workplace or at school. Yeah. So, but he really wants this to work out, and he feels like it's giving him, you know, thrill to live. He feels very happy, he feels very joyful, and he really wants to conquer the world with you.